Welcome to Arsenal Report, your daily source for all things Arsenal FC. From match updates and transfer talk to behind-the-scenes stories, we've got it all. If you're a true gunner, this is your home. Hit subscribe and join the pride. Victory through harmony. Let's get started. Mikel Arteta has offered an ominous injury update on Arsenal midfielder Declan Rice. The 26-year-old star has been a key figure for the Gunners, but could be absent as they attempt to secure their Champions League qualification once again. Rice missed out on the North London side's draw against Liverpool and was replaced in the lineup by Leandro Trossard as Mikel Merino dropped back into the midfield. Arsenal are 5 points clear of 6th-placed Aston Villa and need one more to confirm a place in Europe's top competition once again, with fixtures against Newcastle and Southampton to come. The Anfield draw was only the third Premier League match Rice had missed this season. The England international was suspended against Spurs and remained on the bench against Nottingham Forest earlier this season. But Arteta made to do without Rice for a longer period. "I think he is struggling. It does not look good," said the Spaniard following yesterday's game. The Gunners still have a whole host of injury issues with the likes of Kai Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Magalhaes and Takahiro Tomiyasu. And despite Jerian Timber travelling with the squad to Merseyside, the Dutch defender is also struggling for fitness. "No, we brought him to see if today he was better, but he was very clear that he's not fit to play," Arteta said. The Arsenal boss will also have to do with Merino for next week's home game with Newcastle. The Spain international scored a crucial equaliser against Liverpool before picking up a second yellow card for fouls on Darwin Núñez and Dominik Szoboszlai. "I haven't seen it on TV, to be fair. I know that Mikel goes to the ball and he gets a little bit pushed, and after he reacts it looks like he touches him and he made the decision. So that's it," said Arteta. The Gunners' boss has previously admitted this. His side were short of bodies and suggested there was acceptance that was the case heading into the season. The former midfielder even noted that decision came, knowing there were players who were particularly prone to injury. "It's a lot of factors to that," said Arteta. "We knew from the beginning of the decision that our squad was super short, and being super short, we had some players that had a high probability of getting injured, because that's what they had in the last few seasons, so we knew that, and we cannot do anything about it." Arsenal are set to offer William Saliba a new contract amid interest from Real Madrid in the player. The Gunners do not want to lose Saliba, who is seen as a key part of their future plans. The French defender last signed a deal in 2023 alongside the likes of Gabriel Martinelli and Bukayo Saka. The 24-year-old is now firmly on the agenda of new sporting director Andrea Berta as he attempts to tie down the club's top assets, with talks with Saka also expected. The Athletic report that talks are already underway between Berta and Saliba's camp. But despite being happy at Arsenal, it said the centre-half will seek a deal that resurrects being one of the leading players in his position in world football. Saliba has previously calmed fears that he could leave the Emirates this summer by suggesting he won't move until the Gunners win a major trophy. "There is some years left, so there is no rush at the minute. I'm happy here, that's it," he said in March. There has been little opportunity to relax, however, with Real Madrid persistently linked. Saliba is said to be a top priority for Los Blancos. And with 2 years remaining on his contract, Saliba could have arrived at a moment that Real Madrid attempt to take advantage of. If legendary Gunners boss Arsene Wenger is to be believed, it is a time that the Madridistas will look to pounce, as they did for Kylian Mbappe and Trent Alexander-Arnold, with the latter expected to join the club following his Liverpool exit. "There is no transfer anymore for the big players," he said. "They go all at the end of their contract because the wages are so high that if you want to buy Marcel today, you have to give him so much money that you cannot pay the transfer anymore." So what do the big clubs do? They say 2 years before the end of a contract, "We want to buy you. We give you these wages, and we will try to make an offer to the club. If it doesn't work, we come back next year. And if it doesn't work, then we will take you for free." That is what Real Madrid did with Kylian Mbappe as well. Mikel Arteta is so far unperturbed by a potential exit, however. Asked about interest from Real Madrid in Saliba, the Spaniard sounded confident. He said, "I leave those kind of things more for Arsenal sporting director Andrea Berta and the club to talk about. What I'm certain, because I had a conversation with him, that he's so happy here, that he wants to continue with us, and what will happen in the future. Obviously, it's our negotiations and things that have to take time and process, and we have to be on top of them." Jamie Carragher believes Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta faces the sack if he cannot bring success to the club next season. The Gunners have fallen short in the Premier League title race once again after falling far behind Arne Slot's Liverpool this season. Arsenal are currently 15 points behind their rivals in the table to cap off a disappointing campaign. They also exited the Champions League at the semi-final stage to PSG, despite beating Real Madrid in the previous round. There has been huge frustration from the fan base that the club have fallen short yet again, particularly towards the ownership after failing to sign a reliable goalscorer in either transfer window. Arsenal have struggled this season amid a crippling injury crisis that has left them without main forwards Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus, which has contributed to their title collapse. But Carragher believes another season without significant progress or a trophy could spell the end for Arteta after coming agonisingly close to success in recent years. Writing in his Daily Telegraph column, he said, "To say his next transfer window might be the last chance sounds extreme. Arteta has so much credit in the bank, it is fair and right there is more resistance to managerial change at Arsenal than desire for it. But no one understands better than him that all the goodwill for creating an Arsenal team capable of winning is gone. Arteta must deliver next season. Otherwise, his legacy will be years of groundwork for the benefit of a successor who will be asked to add the finishing touches." Arsenal have been linked with a number of forwards this summer, including Alexander Isak, Ollie Watkins, Benjamin Sesko, and Victor Gyökeres. But Carragher feels they lack a creative spark, in addition to a prolific no-9, saying they finished runners-up to Liverpool because they are not the complete package. "The reason Arsenal are granting, rather than receiving a guard of honour on Sunday, is because they are not the complete package," he went on. "Out of possession, they are the best side in the country, but they lack a creative spark with the ball. It is not as simple as saying they need a prolific number 9. Liverpool do not have such a player, neither do Paris Saint-Germain, even if Slot obviously has an outstanding goal scorer in Mohamed Salah. Arsenal have scored only one more league goal than Tottenham Hotspur. That is not going to win you a big trophy."